Disney Channel original movies. Starting in 1997 with Under Wraps and ending in 2022 with Under Wraps 2, the sequel to the remake of the first one. Between these two movies, Disney Channel released a total of 116 direct-to-TV movies, also known as DCOMs. My name is Jacob Heiss. Hello. I have seen every single one of these movies. And I am here today to answer the question, what is the quintessential Disney Channel original movie? Now, before we start, I need to say, what do I mean by quintessential DCOM? That is the DCOM that best represents the genre. It is not the best DCOM, it is not the worst DCOM, it is the one that fits the tropes the best, that if you were to watch but one of these movies, you would understand all of them by simply watching this one. The DCOMiest DCOM, if you will. There's 116 of these movies. So we're going to need some rules to eliminate ones to figure out which one is the DCOMiest. Rule number one, not based on an existing property. You don't want to have to do any homework before watching this movie. You want to just jump right in and go. And so for that, we're going to get rid of all of the sequels. So that's going to be Xenon, Xenon the Sequel, Jumping Ship, Halloween 2, Xenon Z3, Halloween Town High, Two Girls 2, Return to Halloween Town, Johnny Capohala Back and Forth, High School 2, Cheetah Girls 1 World, Camp Rock 2, Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure, Teen Beach 2, Descendants 2, Descendants 3, Zombies 3, and Under Wraps 2. We're also going to get rid of all the DCOMs that are based on shows because you don't want to have to watch another show to understand this. So that's going to be Jet Jackson the movie, the Even Stevens movie, Kim Possible. So the Kim Possible movie, so the drama based on the animated show, the Proud Family movie, Wizards of Waverly Place the movie, Sweet Life movie, Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension, Good Luck Charlie, It's Christmas, Tangled Before Ever After, and Kim Possible, the live-action one that they made later. And we're also going to get rid of all the remakes because we're looking for the best Disney Channel original movie, so it has to be original. So we're going to get rid of Harriet the Spy Blog Horse, Adventures in Babysitting, Freaky Friday. Don't worry, it's not the one you're thinking of. This one came out in 2018 and was a musical, and it was terrible. And Under Wraps, the remake of the very first DCOM. And with that out of the way, we still have 83 left. So we're going to need another rule. Not a holiday. Not everyone celebrates every holiday, and the quintessential DCOM needs to be able to be enjoyed by everyone. So we're going to get rid of all the ones for holidays that people may or may not celebrate. And starting with all the Halloween movies that I mentioned before, Under Wraps, Halloween Town, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, The Scream Team, which has Eric Idle of Monty Python in it. Real low Twitches, Girl vs. Monster, and Invisible Sister. We're also going to get rid of all of the Christmas movies, which I haven't mentioned yet. The Ultimate Christmas Present, Was the Night, and Bryan Cranston is in this. It's one of his early roles, and I'm pretty sure he broke his back from how hard he carried this thing. And Christmas Again, and also the one and only Hanukkah DCOM, Full Court Miracle. But we still have 72 left. And that's far too many still. So our next rule is no musicals. And I figured that I would get this reaction here. But here's the thing. Most DCOMs aren't musicals, so we gotta get rid of them. So that means we're gonna get rid of the Cheetah Girls, High School Musical, Camp Rock, Lemonade Mouth, Let It Shine, Teen Beach Movie, which is the best Disney Channel original movie, and Zombies. 64. We're not even halfway there. No sports movies. We all know. Calm down. We all know what a sports movie is. We've all seen a sports movie. If you want to know what a sports DCOM is like, watch the Quintessential DCOM and just use your brain to layer that on top of the sports movie. You don't need to watch a sports DCOM. You just need to watch a DCOM. So, this is a long one. Brick, Johnny Tsunami, Alley Strike, Miracle in Lane 2, Ready to Run, Motocross, Double Team, Gotta Kick It Up, Right on Track, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, Going to the Mat, Go Figure, Life is Rough, Jump In, Cloud 9, and The Swap. And they only repeat 2 sports across all of these. Which is wild. 48, over halfway there. Next rule, nothing too serious. You're looking to have a good time when watching the DCOM. You don't want anything that's gonna bore you, or just like, you want something like upbeat and fun. So we're gonna get rid of all these movies that are just far too serious and not that good of a time. So it's gonna be Horse Sense, The Color of Friendship, which is about racism and the apartheid in South America. South Africa. I'm allowed to speak. True Confessions, A Ring of Echoes, like the actual 9/11 propaganda that is Tiger Cruise, and Butler Dreams. And now these next 2 rules are going to come out as a pair because they're kind of similar, but I consider them distinctly different. That is that kids must rule and the adults must be incompetent. You see, in Disney Channel, these are, of course, kids' movies. So the kids need to have someone to look up to that's on their level. So the kids have to be in charge. And in order to supplement that, in the DCOM, the adults also have to be complete and utter idiots. Right? The kids, they're not going to get the message otherwise. Right? No subtlety allowed. So the 2 movies that kids don't rule is the second DCOM, The Lucky Dog. It's the only one to not feature a child as a protagonist. And the Jenny Project was really about this dad that brings a monkey into his house and plays with his family. And then the adults are just far too competent in Luck of the Irish, Hounded, You Wish, Now You See It, Cowbells, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, Read It Again, Minutemen, Starstruck, Keep Charming, Frenemies, and Radio Rebel, and Spin. Alright, 26 movies left. And I only have about 3 to 4 minutes left, which I can't go over all of them with you, which means we got more rules. Must feature Disney Channel stars. This is a Disney Channel original movie after all, so it should feature Disney Channel stars. So that means that I'm defining a Disney Channel star here as someone that has been in at least 3 Disney Channel original movies or a major role in a Disney Channel show. So the following movies don't qualify. Can of Worms, The 13th Year, Genius, Don't Look Under the Bed, Up, and Away, which might be the worst superhero movie I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of superhero movies. Sepsis from Planet Weird, Phantom of the Megaplex, and Get a Clue. Which still leaves us with 18. So we're going to need another rule. Nothing unrealistic. Guys, you're looking to watch the DCOM. You don't want to deal with any of that sci-fi or fantasy shit. We're going to get rid of all of that. Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, that's out. Smart House, The Other Pixel Perfect, Princess Protection Program, 16 Wishes, Avalon High Zap, which is the worst DCOM by my judgment. How to Build a Better Boy and Upside Down Magic are all gone. There's 7 left. Watch them. One more rule. Divorce parents. Whether it's increasing divorce rates in America or some other factor that I haven't known, so many DCOMs feature single parents. It would truly be a crime for the DCOM to not do that. So with that, we can get rid of all these movies that don't have divorce. Quint, Stuck in the Suburbs, Hatching Pete, Dead Brother, and Bad Hair Day. Which means we are down to our final 2 DCOMs. Cadet Kelly and Dad Maps. Now, if I'm being honest, I think either one of these could be the DCOM-iest DCOM. Cadet Kelly is the one that, when I talk to people, they're most likely to say back to me, that's the one that I remember watching. But you're not here to hear what other people think the best DCOM is. You're here to see what I think the DCOM is. And it's Dad Maps. Why? Well, let me tell you. First of all, it's absolutely filled with Disney Channel stars. It's got David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place, Phil Lewis from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, like half the cast of Hannah Montana. The dad gets kidnapped not once, but twice. Once by children, and once by incompetent adults, both showing the incompetency of adults in this movie and the competency of children, and ultimately allows the two to bond, the bonding between a parent and child being a very common theme in these movies. For those of you that hated the fact that I'm not going to musical, this one kind of has a bit of a banger original theme song. That's enough of that. very DCOM-y. It's just something that I needed you to know that some children gas a room in this movie. The best thing that the main character hallucinates talking to a fictional character, which sounds really, really specific, and it is, but it happens in like 3 or 4 of these movies, guys. And like ultimately, I don't have enough time to go over it, but it just hits so many tropes of the genre that it's almost a parody of what a DCOM is, but it's not quite there. So, in conclusion, the quintessential DCOM is dad math. I've proven that to you today. Should you watch it? No. Don't watch any of these movies. Please don't do it. I wasted hours of my life. Thank you. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I noticed you said Zapped was the worst DCOM. Why is that?
So the whole plot of Zapped is that Zendaya gets a phone app that can control boys.
That's awesome.
They never, like, on top of all the bad acting, they never at one time considered the moral implications of it. Like taking away half the population's free will, and it's portrayed as just a great thing. But
that's
it's also
the Geneva Convention.
Threw that one in. Consider that.
any other questions? Yeah, James.
I noticed as your rules went on, they became more arbitrary. Was that a
No. Yes, Ruben.
So you said that Teen Beach Movie is the best one. What makes it the best
So
one?
that one is actually a parody of the genre. So like, Teen Beach Movie is very, very aware of what it is, right? And it's able to use that to turn a lot of the things that are not strengths of DCOMs into strengths because it lampshades them a bit, but in a way that works for the movie. In a way that a lot of these other movies just can't do. Yes, Ruben.
Most competent villain.
I think I would have to get back to you on this one.
Okay.
I don't have it off the top of my head. But
I know most incompetent.
Most incompetent villain? Again, that's one I'd have to get back to. Ruben, there's 116 of these movies.
If you remember, let me
Say a
know.
name.
I
No
will
one's
look
gonna
up.
fact check
I
you.
want to give him an accurate answer, James.
I appreciate that.
What compelled you to watch all of these movies?
I don't know, and that's my time. Thank you so much.